Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Israel has continued its bombardment of Gaza with the main focus on Yunis in the south. There's also been fighting in Rafah near the Egyptian border. Meanwhile, a World Health Organization official says the health system in Gaza has gone from 36 hospitals to only 11 in just 66 days, and those are only partially functioning. The US says Israel must put a premium on civilian life and give clearer instructions to allow people to avoid the conflict. Poland's newly appointed Prime Minister Donald Tusk says his country will demand the full mobilization of the West to help Ukraine, adding it will regain a leadership position in Europe and will be a strong part of NATO. Tusk added Poland's eastern border would be secure and vowed to quickly solve issues related to a truckers' protest on several border crossings with Ukraine. He also told Parliament Poland would be a loyal ally of the United States and that it would regain its position as a leader of the European Union, but said he would oppose any changes of EU treaties that would disadvantage Poland. A Turkish football club president has been arrested after punching a referee following a top-flight game on Monday. MKE Ankaragucu president Faruk Koka ran onto the pitch and struck match official Halil Umut Mela after his team conceded a 97th-minute equaliser. Video later showed Halil Umut Mela recovering in an Ankara hospital bed as he was visited by the Interior Minister, who put him on the phone to the Turkish President Tayyip Recep Erdogan. All Turkish league football has been suspended following the incident. A Japanese court has found 3 ex-soldiers guilty of sexually assaulting a female colleague. The landmark verdict comes after Rina Gonoi caused a public outcry and drew international attention when she put her story on YouTube in 2022. Fukushima prosecutors then brought charges against the 3 men in March, reversing their earlier decision. Speaking out against sexual violence in the deeply conservative Japan is rare and remains taboo. A young climate activist has taken to the stage during a COP28 session holding a banner that read, "End fossil fuels, save our planet and our future."
End fossil fuels now! Our leaders die! Leaders die! Leaders die! Leaders die! Act now! The
12-year-old activist from India has a strong interest in environmental issues after witnessing 2 cyclones in her home country. Top climate ministers left a late-night negotiating session at COP28 on Monday, with some saying the omission of the phase-out of fossil fuels in the draft text meant there was still much work ahead as the negotiations approach the final phase. The Iranian woman Mahsa Amini, who died in police custody last year, and the Woman Life Freedom Movement in Iran have been symbolically awarded the EU Parliament's Sakharov Rights Prize. 2 Iranian activists, as well as the lawyer of Amini's family, accepted the prize at a ceremony in Strasbourg on Amini's behalf. Iranian authorities prevented Amini's father, mother and brother from flying to France to attend the ceremony and confiscated their passports. The award-winning South African Afro-pop singer Bulelwa Mukutana, popularly known as Zahara, has died. That's according to the country's culture minister. She had been in hospital reportedly with liver complications, and the government had been assisting the family for some time. The songstress won fame in 2011 with her album Lolilwe, Loved Across Africa. And there have been wild celebrations in France after a 6th-tier team were drawn alongside the most decorated French club, PSG. Players from the French division 6th club US Revel erupted into celebration as they found out they'd been drawn against Paris Saint-Germain in the Coupe de France. They will host the Ligue 1 champions on January the 7th, with a place in the last 32 on the line. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.